So on the way back from the kids' hotel, we've just popped into Alicante itself. So I thought we'd show you while we was here what it's all about. Have a little look at this. So we're at the port side of things in Alicante. Some beautiful boats here, big casinos and nice hotels. You've got the Melia Hotel there, which are generally a pretty good hotel. And there's a little mini market going on at the moment, so I'll let you walk around with us. I'm sure Carter's going to find a little toy that he's going to want. Let's have a little look where they've got to. I think they were here a minute ago. Let's have a little look. It's like a little market. I don't think it's permanent, but I have lost them. Actually, I need to get myself a hat because I forgot to bring mine. I don't know where they've gone. Oh, there they are. Has he bought anything? Oh, Mum, look, Sonic. Haven't got Sonic, Mum. Haven't got Sonic, Mum.
Sonic?
There you go. There you go. I told you. You can't walk by a ankle bracelet. Let's have a look, Soph. How's it look? Loves a little ankle bracelet, that one. Let's go. I could have got your glasses from there. All genuine fakes, come with a 15-minute warranty. This floor always makes you feel a bit weird. Makes you feel like it's going to be... Does that make sense? Makes you feel like it's uneven, but it's a flat surface with just tiles that makes it feel that way. Wouldn't want to walk down there on a Friday night after a few beers. Be all over the place. And nothing to do with the alcohol either. Very, very busy here in Alicante at the moment. Very busy. So you just walk around in the town and then clearly not very child friendly, some of it. So where are we going? Going down here. See the face? Did you see the face? What you got? What's his name?
Shadow.
Hi guys, so we're just taking a walk through Alicante now. As you can see, it's actually quite windy today, which is wonderful. We've thought we would just stop by here and have a wander around because we used to come here quite often and we've really not spent much time here. So this is the first place we stayed in when we actually came to look for our house in Spain. We're actually on the same street right now. So yeah, we love to come to Alicante. Very, very busy at the moment, very busy. But it's great to see that it's thriving. Lots of tourists here, it seems. So we're having a mooch around, probably going to get a drink somewhere, Carter's just brought a new little toy, Shadow, which he's been dying to have, but he's done so well at the summer school this year. So he's had a few, oh sorry, school club, I've just been corrected. So he's here, show everyone your toy. Very serious today, guys. So he's just got a little toy. We're super proud of him. We've been busy, we've been working. Life's just been full on, and sometimes we forget, don't we, how wonderful they're doing. So he's speaking 2 languages. He's in summer school, which is only Spanish. So we just wanted to give him a little weekend that was about him, as we've got some family arriving over tomorrow. So we've just had a bit of quality time with Carter, you know, where you put the phones down, you stop worrying about what's going on around the world, and you just focus on that little person that wants all of your attention. So yeah, we're just going to keep walking around, do what we're going to do, have a little look in some shops, see what's happening here, see if anything's changed. We're, you know, trying to get as much on the channel as we can to show you how wonderful life in Spain really is. We enjoy it every single day. So each week we're trying to think of something else that we can do different. So we'll show you around, guys. We'll let you see what's happening, and I'm hoping you're going to enjoy it.
This is sort of the back streets. They have really, really big carnivals here. A couple of times a year they close the street off and it comes down this straight road. This is where we first, as Sophie said just now, this is where we first arrived when we was looking for a property in Spain. We stayed at a hotel just up there on the left, booked in for 4 days, and we then went a couple of 100 kilometres one way, a couple of 100 kilometres the other way, a couple of 100, you know, and we just had loads and loads of viewings for properties booked in, and we ended up buying the last property that we saw. And literally we was on our way to the airport when we stopped and saw the property that we now live in, and we put the offer in, and by the time we'd landed the offer was accepted. Crazy. That's where we stayed, up there, just up there on the left. Don't really come to Alicante enough, to be fair. It is a really buzzing little city, and it's only about an hour and a quarter away from us. I love the little bars and restaurants. It's such a continental, you know, European lifestyle. There you go, guys, just to give you a bit of an idea of prices and stuff. Look at that, 1.8 million plus your taxes. Million. Not cheap, some of the areas, you know. One's all right, 380,000 euros. Bear in mind these are euros, that was not quite so good. Looks like beautiful views on that one though. There's some swanky little restaurants down this way. Little bars. Look at the little side streets. Yeah. While we're on the subject of properties, there is some lovely looking places here, I must admit. This is Engel Volkers, which are very, very well known out in Spain. I think it's actually Angel. Look at that, lovely little apartment by the sea, 595. That is lovely, look at that view. So by memory, we're going to get back to watches again. There's a watch shop up here, and I'm sure it was a Rolex store. It was selling Rolexes. Looks like, though, it may have changed to Hublot. Let's have a look in the window, shall we? Sorry if watches ain't your thing. Say Nardine, Omega, Zenith. They make some lovely watches, Zenith. I've never bought one. Sorry about the reflection, guys. Can't really do a lot about it. It's very, very sunny. Zenith makes some lovely, lovely watches. And there's my favourite over the back there. Let's get in the way of that front muller. I'm actually wearing a Frank Muller myself as we speak. It's very different, isn't it? That one there. Very different. Now this used to be a Rolex store, so yeah, hublot. So what have we got here? We've got some Big Bangs over the back there, some Spirited Big Bang. That orange Spirited Big Bang's lovely, very Richard Mille looking. I quite like the Spirited Big Bang, to be fair. A little bit different to the usual round one. That particular watch there is one that Sophie's liked for many years, but I just don't see it being a good little investment nowadays, unfortunately. Well, the Rolex store seems to have gone. Little square in the middle there with drinks and stuff. That looks very cool and relaxing. Might try that one. Oh, obviously we're not. We're going over the other way. This is Corte, Inglés, which is a store in Spain that's pretty much like John Lewis or something like that. That's the only way I could explain it. It's like an upmarket, you know, store, Waitrose type John Lewis store. It's got the gourmet dining in there. That's obviously theirs as well. Maybe we'll pop in there and just grab a coffee or something. And there it is, guys. If ever you're in Spain, it's worth having a little browse in here. It's going to be air conditioned because I am absolutely roasting. But it's sort of in between, I don't know what you would call it really, in between John Lewis and Harrods. We'll just pop down while Sophie just sorts Carter out. One of the sort of places you could actually go bankrupt fairly quickly. Beautiful though. Look at that. Can feel a coffee coming on with this air conditioning. Premium champagnes and stuff, which is nice. Little seafood restaurant if you're into seafood. Sadly I'm not, and neither obviously is Sophie, being vegan. And Carter will probably say, disgusting. That's the sort of thing he says when he sees the fish on the ice. So this is the sort of stuff that you've got in Corte Inglés. Carter's obviously quite happy with his little Lego purchase that he made himself with his own money that he doesn't spend. So basically with Carter, he gets Christmas money and birthday money, doesn't really want anything. And then when he goes around, we keep a little envelope with us and he goes and buys his little stuff. But he had about 600 euros, probably down to about 400 now. But yeah, and he just spends the little things out of his money whenever he buys something that he wants. That's really cool. I really like that. That is really cool. This is a sort of, you know, it's not cheap in here, but they do have lots of nice gear that you can't sort of get anywhere else. Now that little buffet cushion thing is 1,000 euros. That's 3,000 euros, that chair there. I'm a little bit out of touch with furniture, but that's quite cool. I'm gonna guess that that's about 750. Oh no, I was way out. 1,099. Strange little place. So it's a little bit hot now. We are sort of 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's getting a bit crazy. We've got the cruise ship over there, Arriva, big old boy. Could mean why it's so busy in Alicante. There's a couple of cruise ships that have moored up. There's one behind it, I don't know if you can see it there. It's moored up, so yeah, we're going to head back to the car and then head home. I'll show you some of them boats. There's some of the beautiful boats that's moored up out here. I particularly like that silver one. That looks pretty cool, stealthy. I like that. Excuse the mic, it might have some wind blowing on it because obviously it's quite breezy by the water. There's some beauties over there. Yeah, we don't come to Alicante enough, to be fair. I think we'll maybe come up here in a week or so's time and do a little bit more. When it's cooled down a little bit, that's where the problem is. At the moment it's so hot. When you start walking around, you just start sweating and it's just not comfortable. But yes guys, I'm glad you enjoyed, well I hope you enjoyed us our little trip to Alicante on the way back from the hotel. That is beautiful, that boat. I really like that. And we'll come back here again soon once it cools down and we'll do a proper walk around. Alicante, August 2025. Thanks for joining us.